Hi darlings, I'm going to try and speak a little bit louder because I don't have a proper microphone yet, and so I'll try and be as clear as possible. Sorry, I do have a fire behind me, that's the crackling that you hear. So I'm covering from my last video that was the Triple Goddess ritual 13th, 14th, 15th, which is an ancient Roman ritual of Valentine. Became Valentine's Day, but it was a time that the Romans raped the women, and it was a 3-day festival, and you can go back and look at that video to see that. At that time, I had become suspicious because we had such clear weather. We had 3 days of no chemtrails and sunshine. And I said that we may even have 7 days, but in fact, we had 21 days, which basically takes us from the 14th of February till the coming 7th of March black moon. I know it's not exactly, but it's basically 21 days. I mean, we haven't had more than 2 days together, 3 days maximum of no chemtrails for really nearly 5 years now. So it was really something to observe. So at this moment, we have the sun in Aquarius. And this is the famous Twin Peaks. You have to go back and look at my videos. Go and watch Lavette videos. But this is, in 2020, we have the conjunction in Capricorn of Jupiter and Saturn, time and space. And Jupiter doesn't want to let go to Saturn to give him back the only planet to rule 2 ages side by side, and it completes our journey as the hero, 25,500 years. We're coming out of, I just let me see if my mouse will work a little bit better if it's not so twisted up. So we're coming out of 2,200 years of Pisces, which is also Jupiter rules Pisces, Jupiter rules Sagittarius, all at the top of the wheel, and Saturn rules, these aren't working so well, and Saturn rules the Twin Peaks. So this is the true third eye. This is where the pyramids of Giza are, opposite the Sphinx, which is Leo, opposite. That is the fixed cross, and there are 4 fixed stars. And during the 3-day Triple Goddess ritual, we had a half black moon go from the 2 phases of the waning to waxing moon, passing over Aldebaran for this famous Roman festival, 13th, 14th, 15th. So Jupiter, who works with Venus, that rules Taurus and Libra, and as I've said before, they've been inverted because Taurus is feminine and Libra is masculine. So they use Aphrodite and Isis. Aphrodite in Libra. Here's Libra, the scales of wisdom, the hidden snake. This is where we lost the wisdom 12,000 years ago. We became split. Adam and Eve. This used to be the flying serpent or the eagle carrying the snake of wisdom in its claws. So Venus rules those 2 planets, and Jupiter uses Venus and Mercury that rules the twins. Mercury is the mutable cross. Mercury rules also Virgo. So we've got Gemini directly underneath Sagittarius, Jupiter, Mercury, and we've got Virgo directly underneath Pisces. Where's Virgo? Where is she? Anyway, I'm not going to start. It doesn't matter. Virgo is underneath Pisces. Virgo is ruled by Jupiter, and underneath Pisces is ruled by Jupiter, and underneath Virgo is ruled by Mercury. So there we have the skull and bones cross. And so we're coming, 2020, there's this big conjunction. Jupiter wants to become the eye in the sky, the tiger. The true eye in the sky is Fomalhaut, the third eye. But the tiger, Shere Khan, wants to take over from Bagheera. Okay, Bagheera was the good in the Jungle Book. Or we've got Luke Skywalker, Jupiter here, who wants to keep the throne as Zeus took the throne from Kronos, or as Jesus took the throne from Saturn, or Luke Skywalker, Darth Vader. Saturn has been demonized. And Jupiter wants to get as many points as possible, because when Jupiter moves into Saturn, he's in the shits. He's going to lose all his power because he's in detriment, he's in fall. Jupiter is in exaltation in the opposite sign of Cancer, and he's in the shit in Capricorn. So we've just had Rahu and Ketu that leave 18 months of being. We had Ketu South Node in Capricorn, and opposite we had Rahu in Cancer. So they've been 18 months on the cardinal cross. Okay, and they're now getting ready to move into Jupiter's camp, because Jupiter rules Sagittarius. Rahu, the head of the snake, will be in Sagittarius, and opposite we will have Ketu in Gemini, the twins. This is exactly where they were 18 years ago for 9/11. And we also had 18 years ago Saturn and Pluto in opposition for 9/11 in Sagittarius, Gemini, conjunct to Rahu, Ketu. Okay, so Rahu and Ketu are leaving. Ketu is leaving Capricorn, Rahu is leaving Cancer, and they are moving. They move backwards. Rahu and Ketu are the hypothetical points of the path of the sun and the moon, and they are why we have eclipses. So, they were very important. We just had the blood moon in Leo. Those are the gates into Aquarius. We have the sun in Aquarius now, on top of the true third eye. And Rahu is about to move into Gemini, and the twins, where they were for 9/11. And we now have Saturn and Pluto conjunct, which is known in alchemy to be the moment that we turn lead to gold. And in the bigger picture of this 2,200 years, of the sun being in Pisces and now getting ready to come into Aquarius. We're in that period between the both, but the sun, here now is just in its regular cycle, but in the bigger cycle, it is actually on the Visca Piscis, where this star Fomalhaut is. We've been told it's on Orion's belt, on top of the Magician. Here, the Magician, but in fact, it's the pyramids of Giza are right here. Okay, so this is all little rituals. So we've had, after that, the last triple goddess ritual of the half moon going over the bull's eye. We've had 21 days of sunshine. So I'm going to take you through all the work I've done over this past month, and we're going to look at decoding all the news and how we can put together as above, so below, looking at the sky and what's going on in the news. So the news is full of 5 stories. It's full of 23 stories. 23 people killed in Alabama. We're going to see about that. We've had so much 5 stuff going on. 2 and 3 is 5. 23 twin DNA strands is what Jupiter would like to keep us in the flesh, or we find the spirit 32 state of grace. Okay, so this is the chart on the 7th of March, and I can just take you back here. So we're about to have a black moon. The moon is now in Capricorn, and we're going to have a black moon very much on top of Fomalhaut. So this is the 777. If you see my other videos, you'll see that we had in November and December 007, 2018, ending the 50-year crossover point, and they were the 007s, and we're now going to have the 777, which is all about liberté, égalité, ou fraternité, but they don't tell us ou la mort, or death. This is, you know, you either pop your third eye, Popeye, or we're artificially Mary Poppins, because that's what transhumance is. It's moving the sheep from the winter pastures, from the summer pastures to the winter pastures. So we're getting ready for this twin peak coming in 2020, and Jupiter is up to major tricks, and this is what I'm going to take you through. So let's watch this moon move. Okay, the 6th, it's absolutely black, and the 7th, it's still absolutely black. So it's between the 6th and the 7th, but on the 7th, it's still a black moon. Okay, on Fomalhaut. So we come to the chart of the 7th. This is no particular time. This is Paris, but it doesn't matter. This is everywhere. We've got the conjunction of the sun and the moon on top of Fomalhaut. You see, they don't even give us Fomalhaut. The 4 fixed stars are Aldebaran and Terrace. This is where we had the 007 black moons, and Jupiter is there at the moment, giving a lot of strength to Jupiter. And we have Regulus opposite Fomalhaut. They don't give us Fomalhaut, but they do give us Al Gore, the biggest demon, Medusa, and they give us Sirius, which is the fake. This is the magician that holds up the magic of Isis. And look, we've got Juno, the most evil of the lost asteroids, parts of the feminine, right on top of Aldebaran. We have Uranus and Mars. Uranus has just entered after 7 years of wishy-washy Pisces, is now in Mars wars, and we had the conjunction of Mars with Uranus for the eclipses that you have to go see my other videos, and also for the blood moon with Eris, who's also Europa. So, you know, that passage of the 13th, 14th, 15th was very big, because it's all about Europe taking over England. This is the bull, this is Europa. This is, you know, this is the story of Saint Saturnin, who tried to warn the people that they were taking over the true third eye, and he was pulled behind a bull as a martyr. We're going to have a look at all these stories that I've been writing about. So we've got here, we've got Vesta, we've got Mercury, and Rahu and Ketu. Here's Rahu and Ketu. They've just moved out of Cancer, Capricorn, and they're moving into Gemini, and they are with Pluto and Saturn, turning lead to gold. They were bang opposite each other, conjunct to Rahu and Ketu for 9/11. 9/11 is all about the preparation, the time from 2001 till now, 2019, 18 years, the time it takes Rahu and Ketu to come round, and we're closing this cycle of 1851, the dance of Pluto, Saturn. World War II was set off as Uranus was in Aries 84 years ago, the cycle of Uranus. That's why George Orwell wrote 1984. It represents this cycle. And this is when World War II, the last time these guys were stuck together. Okay, we're going to go through my articles because then I can just remember everything that I need to say and try to help you through. So we go to the blog. This is my site, Alchemy Accordance. I'm an astrologer. I do readings. You can read all about how I work. I work like Lavette. I was a mainstream astrologer. I've been doing astrology all my life, but I only came to Stellarium through Lavette 6 months ago. So, but I've had my site, my work, and I've always considered myself an alchemy accordance because you really have to be able to see from as above, so below. Otherwise, you're doing astrology within the wheel. Okay, so we go back to the last video, which was here. Liberté, égalité, fraternité. It was here. And we've had quite a lot happen since. We can start with... Okay, so the moon is in its half moon phase now of division, as it was on the night Diana was sacrificed. Now in Taurus, Aldebaran, the fake philosopher's stone. May is Taurus, May Day is Midi, help me in French. The Maypole is also the wisdom on the pole, Libra, Omega, 2, 3 equals 5. Yeah, you can go and see all that. So this is, we had the 5 letters, the letters. Yeah, you can go and see all that. I think that what I want to take you to straight away is where we are now. We're at this point of Visca Piscis, where we turn lead to gold, okay? This is the kingdom of the Lamb. This is the true eye. This is, you know, where the time between this period where we're coming through into the kingdom. Okay, this is the eye. And this is what's being taken over. Venus is being used as Isis and Lucifer, Aphrodite, to take over our hearts. And again, you see the same. We have Rahu and Ketu, Rahu and Ketu, Rahu and Ketu, or the two sides of Venus, Aphrodite or Diane, Diane the huntress, or the scales of wisdom, Libra. Okay. Maybe the best way is to go through, I think, okay, then we've had the 2 pilots from Pakistan. This is, again, this is the merging of Babylon and the Phoenicians. This is everything that happened when the British Empire went and took over, created Pakistan. So this is, so we've got the twin pilots. This is, I found twin pilots. Here we've got the 2 half moons. This is the waxing and the waning, the triple goddess. We had her over at the bullseye. The same. This is all bringing us for preparation for the Twin Peak, you know, some kind of pop events. We had The Life of Pi. The book came out in 2001. In The Life of Pi, we have Pi Patel survives 227 days. And we had on the date, or it was on the 27th of the 2nd, we had the news date of the pilots. Now you can see that this book is just like the eye. This is the true eye of Fomalhaut. You have to go and read all my articles. I'm not going to read everything to you, but I'm just taking you through so you can go and have a look, and it's all in there. So yeah, the fox is Jupiter, Saturn is the crow. Well, it's the same thing as Jupiter is the tiger, and Bagheera, Saturn is Bagheera in the Jungle Book. It's always Luke Skywalker and Darth Vader. Darth Vader is facing your shadow. Darth Vader is facing the other side of the coin. Darth Vader is Narcissus, who looks at himself in the mirror and doesn't dare to go through the eyes of the one of going through the Visca Piscis, through the woman, through the real third eye, merging female and male, the left and the right of the brain. The left and right of the brain is 3-2-2 skull and bones, the mutable cross. 32 and 32 is 64, when I'm 64. Then we had, this is, again, it's talking about the twins. It's always the twins. The twins is the caduceus, the twin DNA strands. This is the story of what was celebrated on the 13th, 14th, 15th by the Romans. This was celebrating the twins, keeping us in the flesh. Again, Freddie Mercury and Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson is Mercury Jupiter. And we've got Mercury. This is Queen. This is the Bohemian rat sodomies. This is why it's the story of Pakistan. This is Islam merging with the Celts, with the Scottish, with the Bolsheviks. This is the global merging, or we merge our left and right. We become whole and we pop out of this artificial construct which doesn't want us to find our third eye. Because not everybody can go through the kingdom. It's being able to be detached and to be able to look at this outside of the wheel and to really make the attachment that all news stories is telling us where we are in space and time. We're that space between each breath. We don't have to be fully in the physical material or completely lose our body. We're still here. We still have to be in the body. Okay, we'll go back to the articles. So we've got the Visca Piscis, though we've got Mary, Queen of Scots at the moment. Here they're showing you the twins. They're showing you Orange, Gemini, Mercury. Again, bow to no one. This is why I've got David Bowie, Rainbow, or Brain Row. You either merge the two halves, and these are the two sides of Venus. We've got Taurus, Mary, feminine, and we've got the masculine, Lucifer, Libra, the scales of wisdom. They're both working with Jupiter, Mercury. Jupiter's using Mercury and Venus. So it's, everything happening. I don't know why those pictures aren't showing. Looks like they've already got rid of my pictures. Okay, so yeah, look, we've got Ronan and Robbie. We've got the two R's here, which is the Romani flag. Yeah, maybe I'll just show you a bit through these. I've got more pictures here. This is the Visca Piscis. You see, Pisces, Jupiter wants to take over as the eye in the sky, the eye of the tiger. The true eye is Aquarius here. They're using this in-between time between Pisces and Aquarius to try and take over. This is the true third eye. We leave Pisces, which is also the mutable cross. This is the Visca Piscis. This is the lamb. This is, you know, you've got to merge the abyss with yourself. You have to see as above, so below. Rahu, ketu. This is the labyrinth. This is what the real when I'm 64. That's why G7 is at Biarritz next year, where the Virgin Mary stands on the rock. Because 64 is 32 plus 32. It's the labyrinth. It's what the end of Europe, the end of the Holy Grail, the four corners, the four continents, the fortune of the pirates to the pilots. This is merging, going through the gates. You have to be able to, you have to face death before we die to truly be able to have the seat with the clearest view. This is the merging of the two half moons. We're going through these rituals now. We went through these gates on the triple goddess. This is the two directions of the north-south. That's why Rahu, Ketu are so important. They are the balance between the two directions. This is the bull's eye. This is the target. This is why in my village somebody just won a lottery just the other day. We're at the bull's eye. That's why the people from my village, where the labyrinth is, where Saint-Saturin is celebrated, went to Asia for the championships and to become the world dart championships. It's not for nothing. This is what we lived, and this is where we are, the merging of the Babylonians and the Phoenicians. Again, this is the true third eye that we should be on. This is the true Visca Piscis. This is leading us to, this is the kingdom we come to if we go through the right Visca Piscis, which is just before reaching the true third eye. They're trying to catch us in the Visca Piscis. It's an inside job to go through the Visca Piscis. I'm telling you to prepare for a mass twin event and to not have the rug pulled under from your feet, to not let Venus, the heart, the two, the bull and the scales merge and take your heart, to prepare yourself before the shock and to look. This is all the same thing. It's the merging. It's the merging. Okay. And here we have Romulus and Remus. That's why there's a Ronan and a Robbie. It's the RR. Bullseye. June the 20th, 2019. Okay, so this is what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to, this is, again, more pictures. Now, this is really important because we've had the Alabama today. So it was on the 33 crucifixion. So let me take you through all this. So breaking news, give me a break, 2332, 23 dead before 33 crucifixion on the 3rd of March. It was actually a 3-3 date yesterday. So again, the triple goddesses, 333. 3rd March is the 3rd, 2019. You add it all together, it comes to 3. 23 twin DNA strands, tribe of Dan DNA, the same stuff I always say. The flag of Alabama is the skull and bones mutable cross. The owner of the gas station is called Patel, back to Pi. Pi is the Visca Piscis. The life of Pi zodiac, hero's journey, completed, led to goal, or still in Wizard of Oz, zodiac. The wolf, the twin wolves have taken over. In the Bible, they now say that the lion, that the lamb lies down with the wolf, but it's the lion, the gates of Leo. This is, why D'Artagnan, the last horseman, is in LOUP, the village next to me, where the labyrinth is, because the 4 musketeers represent the 4 stars in the sky. The 4 stars. Regulus, Fomalhaut, they don't even give us where this conjunction Black Moon is on the 7th of March, and Aldebaran, the fake philosopher's stone, the bullseye, where we've got Juno. She's the most, she represents the same energies as Eris. She's the jealous one. She's all the jealous, bad female stuff. And Antares, where we had the 007 Black Moon. Okay, that is the fixed cross. We have to get to this knowledge before we can be the true swingers, not under the power of the sultans of swing. We learn the 2 sides of the wheel, how, wow, I, captain, and we become Popeye. But to have that, the spin has been taken over by the skull and bones cross, Pisces, Virgo, Gemini, Sagittarius. Okay, let's go back. So you can, all this is in my, so when you look at it's not attacks, it's the tornadoes. So like in the Wizard of Oz, more tornadoes. Here we have Alabama, and the capital is Montgomery. Now you can go and look up about Montgomery in the war. His nickname was Monty Python. The Visca Piscis is the 8 that we get trapped in the Loupiac, where D'Artagnan is. Lou means wolf. Monty Python, if you go watch their films, you'll see, just how gruesome the meaning of life, the life of Pi. The hero is a personal journey. It's a personal journey to go from lead to gold. We've got Jackson here. We've got Macron. We've got, this is the Gulf of Mexico. This is the gates of NASA, North America, South America, North Node, South Node. These are we've got Georgia, which is the fixed cross, which is the same as the Swiss Isis cross. We've got Troy, the last horseman, the last horse. And, watch out, Birmingham in England, maybe, we're going to have Jack. We've got Jack and more Jack. We've got Black Jack for the, you know what I mean? Here's the Troy horse. Skull and Bones is the mutable cross. This is Pisces, Sagittarius, Gemini, Virgo. It's the wow, it's the how, wow, I, the 2 spins of the north and south. That give us when I'm 64. You turn lead to gold all on your own. The man has now become like one of us, knowing good and evil. Yeah, you saw yourself in the reflection. You got past Narcissus, and you see the bigger picture to be service to the all. We've all come for roles. Some people aren't going to wake up, and that's okay, but we've got to protect them. And we're enough of us to bust this spider web. This is the last horseman, the scales, Libra, tribe of Dan, DNA. This is D'Artagnan. This was in the French big magazine at Christmas. Michael Jackson on the last horseman as well. You see, it's the black and white horse. Pisces, he's black, so it makes the black and white horseman. Which is Pisces, Virgo. He was actually, he was Virgo with moon in Pisces. Oh, wouldn't you just know it? Yeah. Okay, and this is the cross. This is the flag of Alabama. And Alabama sounds very much like Aldebaran. And Alabama in geometria is 911. It's also 699 in English geometry. You can go and see my article all about that, but I've explained it all. In USA Babylon, Jewish geometry equals 911, for goodness sake. Okay. So again, like in my village, there's lots of Mr. Pi Patels who have been winning lottery tickets, crossover, in and also on they have a gas station in the story, and there's a Mr. Patel that if you go and see the stories, there's a Charlie in the chocolate factory, Charlie Patel was in the gas station next door. That was during the tornadoes. Okay. So Montgomery, the capital whatever it's called again, Alabama. You see here we've got the mutable cross merging with the fixed cross. The age of Pisces, Jupiter wants to take over the fixed cross. He wants to keep the throne. Zeus, Jesus, killed his father, took the winter solstice. They are the Solomon gang. They have the upside down wheel with Cancer and Leo. That's the moon and the sun on top. When Saturn rules the Twin Peaks, Aquarius is ruled by Saturn, and Capricorn cardinal Earth is also ruled by Saturn. So these guys, the Phoenicians and the Babylonians, they want to keep hold, and this is the capital of where we've just had the Wizard of Oz tornado. You can join the dots. This is next to the tornado. We have Georgia. This is in Russia. This is the flag. The four corners merged, the fixed cross, and the Templars. 32, this is the Phoenix, this is the Hawaii of the wheel, the two sides, the Rahu, north and south nodes, all state of grace. The Bolsheviks and the crescent of Isis, Taurus, the bull. Alpha Omega, you see, it's Alpha Omega because Venus, they work with Mars, they took over the age of Mars. And Venus, this is the hammer for Mars, Venus and Mars, the sickle and the hammer. They took over with opposites Libra. Libra is the scales and is Omega. Alpha is Aries, Omega. It's the Taurus and Aries, Isis, and Christianity. All religion is ruled by the bull and the ram. The bull and the ram is the same thing. Aries and Taurus. Will, I am. You've got I will and I am. William. Yeah, William. Game, set and match. Set. We're at chaos. This is the H, the same H of Uranus, which is now in Aries, rules Mars. And this is, again, the triple goddess that we've just had. And we come to the pilots and then all the Patel, again, giving us signs of the sultans of swing. They're all merging as one. Rahu and Ketu are merging as one. These are the two bulls. So Aldebaran wants to take over the Alpha Omega and keep us trapped. This is the Free Martins in a Brave New World. 70% of people will be merged artificially, transgendered. You know, basically, you create now the world you want to live in, but you've got to merge the dark with the light. Labyrinthe. The merging of Will I Am, Aries and Taurus, when it should be us going into Aquarius. The two sides of the wheel, they've got this wrong. This is the medicine wheel. Normally black and white are always opposite, and red and yellow. That's why we have orange. Orange is red and yellow. That's why we have in the Wizard of Oz from black and white to colour. We're going from black and white, Pisces, Virgo, into red and yellow, into Aquarius and Leo. Aquarius is air and Leo is yellow. This is Eris or Europa. Europe is about, you know, to take over. England, I mean, England, it was always designed for this to happen. This is the, you know, the Mary Poppins. This is, you know, using the English image to take over the world and then, you know, closing in. But I think that the aim is afterwards to have England like a little elite hideout. Oh, I just nearly got a bit of fire popping on me. Mary Poppins. Here's Aldebaran. And this is, again, this is what's happening. We have to merge now. We have to make the true Visca Piscis ourselves. The Labyrinth, it was last year, 2 years ago, 2017, the time of the big eclipse on the cross. Not for nothing. This is the same Labyrinth. This is on my church. This is the Visca Piscis. You know, you've got to not get trapped, make it through. And this is the two Venus again. This is the bull with, this is Aries Libra merging. They're using the bull Will I Am with Aries merged with Libra Omega. This is normally the 5-petaled journey that she makes with retrogrades in the sky, and it's been inverted because Libra was made masculine and Taurus was made, sorry, other way round. Libra was made feminine and the bull was made masculine. Sorry, I repeat myself a lot. Okay, we've seen all that. Okay, then that brings us to the Visca Piscis. And so that's about it. But it's all happening right now. We've got Mars in Aries, Uranus is right next to it, and you know, it's all happening. Nothing is working for me. My little mouse is not working. Okay, I'm going to leave it at that. You can go and look at my blog and follow all this, everything from the past month, from the last video. It's all very clear if you can just take the time. All my articles are just a couple of paragraphs long with a few pictures, and you can really fill in where we are. Okay, I'm going to go and watch my fire. Love.